Linda? Linda, no, 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 no more work, no more work, no more tasks, no, stop. Okay. Let's work. So, I have been asked to make an activity about TIC and for a imaginary group of students. So, I made it. So, now I'm David Romera and I present to you
Feeling the music.
So, my activity is going to be about music of all cultures, from the South African typical rhythms to Beethoven's Joy Anthem. And now, let's go with the activity. So, the aim of this activity is to develop individual and teamwork, value the effort and responsibility in the study, thus confidence, critical vision, personal initiative, interest, curiosity, and most of all, creativity within learning, and also knowing, comprehending, and respecting other different cultures, people differences, equal rights, and different ethnicities or believings. But how am I going to introduce this activity for children?
First thing first, we will divide a group of students into the number you prefer. My imaginary group of students was going to be composed of 6, but I only had 5 friends available. That's life. So we will split into 2 groups, one of 2 people and the other one of 3. By using Geronimod, each group will sort a country from this web, a random one, and they will be asked if they know any music related to that country. Later on, they will have to look for folklore videos of their music, or dances, along with folklore music, like flamenco, which is a music made for dancing. Each group must make a short video of 2 to 5 minutes presenting their cultural music. They will have to use CapCut as an easy tool to manage for editing videos. We will upload these videos to the platform Discord, where a server will be created and be used as social media for them to send those videos and react to the other ones of the other groups.
Oh, hello, come in.
What ethical problems could you or your students or the parents find doing this activity in the classroom? And how are you going to solve it?
Well, there's a risk that some cultures or their folklore could be found offensive for other students or any parent, but the risk is minimal because I find any aspect of any culture that can be offensive for someone, I just will change to another country in the activity. Apart from that, I don't think anything of the activity could be or could have any ethically a risk.
What ethical problems would have the 3 tools you have included in the assignment? How are you going to solve them?
Well, I don't think any of my apps could be ethically controversial. The only thing that I imagine is maybe that they might need eventually any laptop or a smartphone to be used, but the 2 apps can be carried out in the classroom computer.
What is the added value of using digital tools in this case?
Well, they learn to for future tasks to know how to edit, like CapCut, the CapCut app. They also know how to manage a social media web such as Discord. Or I don't know. I think they may learn a little bit of autonomy, letting their creativity and research skills be free.
How are you going to evaluate this task?
Well, nice question. On how well done is going to be the video, how well documented is the information they have, and also the creativity they put on in the video.
How this activity project is improving the students' PLE building.
The students don't get any grade, at least in public. They just get some feedback about the project, and the real reward is to have fun doing the video, to learn about cultures and music, but working hard. They also use technological tools that are useful outside the task. And the most important of all, they learn autonomy. They learn that to not always stay behind the instructions of the teacher. The teacher in this activity just assigns the task.
Please explain, supporting your justification with a diagram, 5 critical elements of this course that you would like should include permanently on your
I'm
PLE.
going to put the diagram on screen. First one is going to be testing the ChatGPT, because it's really important to understand that even AI is a tricky tool and sometimes a poor tool for using depending on the task. The second is technology and data literacy games, for getting to know how to avoid dangers online, security, etc. A weekly updated blog to see the difficulties and evolution throughout the task is also something that I find a very critical element to permanently include on my PLE. Also, the roles framework and tasks for discovering new tools and expanding knowledge.
Use 3 areas of the Compedu, and what does it mean for you? And what have you learned on this course that should be useful for this part of your competence?
About the first question, I'm going to say digital resources, which means to identify, modify, assess, and select the digital resources for teaching and learning, and to organize digital content and make it available to learners. The second I'm going to say is going to be teaching and learning. This area means managing and orchestrating the use of digital technologies in teaching and learning. And the third one is going to be the facilitating learning digital competence, which means enabling learners to creatively and responsibly use digital technologies for information, communication, also content creation, well-being and problem solving, etc. About what have I learned this course, I'm going to say that to get to know and be aware of the real possibilities of stepping up my educational planning, adding ICT resources and the impact it's going to have on young children who will make a much better use of technology and data, I guess.
What is the mark you earn?
I'm going to be humble. ICT has been tough for me. I had to schedule my weeks and take care of my performance for the good of my team. It was very hard for me because I'm a very chaotic person. But I think I have overcome all these problems and became wiser. I think I deserve a strong 8.
What is the most important role you have performed in this course?
For me, it's the start. Independently of the information you have, it's your responsibility to carry out the work your team has done and defend it.
What is the most challenging role you have performed?
Analyst. Absolutely. Because you have to grade your friends and be true to their performance. This role has been the most controversial. But at the end of the day, it's your work and you better work.